I'm Justin Pritchard for Driving.ca, and in this video, we're having a bit of a showdown. I recently spent 3,200 kilometers driving the 2021 Mazda CX-30 and 2021 Subaru Crosstrek back-to-back in nearly identical road, highway, and weather conditions in and around Northern Ontario. In the process, a number of key strengths, weaknesses, and differences between these two models became apparent, and in this video I'll detail the most relevant of those as they pertain to Canadian drivers. My CX-30 was a high-grade GT with pricing landing around 34,000 Canadian dollars, and my Crosstrek was an outdoor package model representing a more mid-grade unit, and it came in around 30,000. Both are automatic, both run an optional 2.5-liter four-cylinder engine, both make 182 horsepower, and both are all-wheel drive, 5-door smaller crossover SUVs. Each of these makes a great choice if you mostly want a smaller car driving feel and fuel bill, along with the added traction and confidence of all-wheel drive and improved ground clearance. You can find driving impressions, specs, video reviews, and photography of each of these units linked down in the description below. So let's line these two similar machines up side by side to see where they're different, and ultimately to see what I think you'll find to be the biggest and most important single difference between this pair as a shopper. The interior styling is a major differentiator. My Crosstrek's interior featured unique-looking seats trimmed in neon green and clad with a smooth leather-like fabric that looks futuristic and modern. Designers combined unique colors, chunky shapes, and plenty of nearby storage to create a cabin that's handy and upscale, and most controls ahead of the driver are thick and easy to use with gloves on. But it's a CX-30 with the more modern high-end look. Materials and trimmings are more premium and authentic, more of the controls are more modern and more nicely integrated within their surroundings. The use of a single font and interface style across all of the controls and displays adds some cohesiveness to the execution, and that helps drivers feel like they're sitting in a higher-end product. Translation: if you have a knockout cabin as a priority on your wish list, you'll probably lean more towards the Mazda in this comparison. But the interior isn't the most important difference between these machines. Let's talk about winter driving confidence next. Both CX-30 and Crosstrek use all-wheel drive systems that are expert at quickly extracting maximum grip from the road beneath, regardless of conditions. Neither vehicle's all-wheel drive system will leave drivers wanting for more traction and bite. Both have selectable off-road modes, and from the driver's seat you'd be very hard-pressed to tell a difference between the two most of the time. Still, I'd say it's the Subaru that delivers the more impressive bite when setting off in deep snow or on ice. In some situations that see the Mazda dig just for a moment, the Crosstrek is already up and moving. The point is, where traction is concerned, don't expect big differences between the pair. With proper winter tires, each will make quick work of even the most challenging conditions an owner would throw their way. Just keep your foot into the throttle if you need to, let the electronics do their work, and off you go. I did appreciate two specific touches on the CX-30 when it comes to winter driving, however. First, the all-important lighting system. The CX-30's LED-fired headlights tick all of my favorite boxes for after-dark performance. And with clean white light, great aim, great saturation, and great reach, you're looking at this superior lighting system in this particular comparison, and it is something you can look forward to if you're often out and about after dark. But we're not comparing apples to apples here. Keep in mind the price difference between these testers. The Crosstrek is available with an upgrade lighting system from the Sport trim and above. So if you're leaning towards the Subaru, I'd recommend looking into your lighting system options and weigh them against your needs and budget. But my favorite winner feature from both of these machines goes to the Mazda CX-30 for its special nipples. Mounted on the washer arms just above the glass, this clever setup gets you clearer glass faster, less digging frozen washer nipples out of the snow, and with zero wasted washer fluid, well, that's less time filling up the jug in the cold. That's a nice touch that owners will come to enjoy. The Crosstrek has a few of those too, like a forward-facing camera that can help with parking, and this clever on-dash display that can be configured to show you just about anything the vehicle is up to. First-time users of the advanced safety features that Crosstrek offers will like how easy this makes it to keep up on which systems are active and what they're all doing. But even feature content isn't the biggest difference between these two machines. To find out what is, we have to look at how both machines drive and the specific type of driving that reveals both the Crosstrek's biggest strength and the CX-30's biggest weakness. That type of driving? Back roads. Rough, crumbling secondary roads dotted with frost heaves and washboard surfaces are part of everyday driving for many Canadians. On surfaces like these, the Crosstrek is a champ. Not only does its suspension enable more consistent ride comfort on more surfaces than the CX-30's, I'd also tell you this is probably your very best bet in this segment if you do a lot of driving on really crappy roads and want to be as comfortable as you can in the process. Crosstrek feels nicely sorted here, durable, never smashy, and it doesn't crash into the bumps. And that means more confident exploring of your surroundings without your car sounding or feeling like it's about to cough up a strut. On our roughest roads, Crosstrek's ride holds up beautifully. The CX-30? I'm afraid not. In that setting, it might leave you after something with a softer, quieter ride. The thing is, the Mazda is the sports car in this little comparison, with steering, handling, and an overall driving feel that's dialed in to be athletic and responsive. It is authentically sharper and livelier at the controls than the Crosstrek, and it has the more pleasing powertrain of the pair when worked hard, too. So, a high-tech Explorer that's built for the back roads, or the lively and upscale Mazda that's better set up for spirited driving on smoother surfaces. The correct machine for you will come down in no small part to where and how you drive. My name's Justin Pritchard. Until next time, take care and drive safe.